Hey guys, so this is the review that everybody's been waiting for, the ZTE Warp Elite. So I finally got it in the store the other day, and I was able to use it. I think this is the second day of me using it, and so yeah, today's my last day with it before I get to put it back and reset it and all this good stuff. So after 2 days, I can give you a good verdict of how good it is. So here we go. This is a review that everybody's been waiting for. Really good phone, feels nice on your hand. Like, I don't know, I got pretty decent hand size and I can put my hand around it almost, so it's pretty cool. Basically what this one has is it's really nice and tall. So let's go ahead and power it on, or just turn on the screen. So there we go. So basically what this reminds me of, which I think, and right now I have the brightness all the way to the max, so I'll get to that part in a little bit. So basically it is like the Boost Max Plus, exactly the same software and everything. It has iOS 5.1, so it has all the good stuff in it. So it's really nice with that. I like it a lot. So yeah, the Boost Max does have a lot of competition with this phone, to tell you the truth. Honestly, right now, from the performance, I'd say probably if you're gonna get the CT, if it's between this one or the Plus, I'd say probably this one for sure, just because of the specs and how smooth it ran. So here we go. Let's get to it. Let's start with, I kind of made a little notes on this. Let's start on the display. The display to me was a little bit grainy, to tell you the truth. I don't know if I'm just used to my Samsung S5 display, but I even compared to other. Here, let me autofocus it so it can get better. I haven't compared it to other Androids, and but I mean, for the price, I'm not gonna dog this phone because it was really good. It was pretty good. It's decent, I'd say. Now, like I said, if you get really close to it, oh, sorry, if you get really close to it, you can see some of the pixels, but not that much. I don't know. I'm maybe just being kind of nitpicky with that. But and also it's a big display screen, so of course, you know, some of these apps are not optimized to be that big on the screen, so of course it can be stretched out and look a little grainy. But let's get to it. So display, what I say, I'd say it's up to you guys. It's a decent display. It has a let's see what it is, 720 by 1280 pixels, so it is really good. It's HD 720, not 1080, but it is 720, which is really cool. And let's get to the other stuff on this review, guys. All right, so storage. All right, sorry about that. Customer came, but basically, now let's get to the storage. This is one of the big things that I've been requested on. So let's go ahead and see how much storage this phone actually comes with. So it does have mobile hotspots, a really cool thing on this phone. But let's go over to storage. And like I said, the screen's pretty responsive, to tell you the truth. Storage. So here we go. Storage. Oh, well, let me zoom in. Autofocus. There we go. Storage does have 16 gigabytes of total. Now, like I said, the system uses some. So right here, system memory uses 5.25. So available to you is roughly about 10 gigs. So 9.81. And then, of course, you can mount an SD card up to, I believe, a 64 gigabyte. So that's really cool. Let's get to the next subject. Okay, so I already talked about storage, display. Oh, here's another good selling feature on this phone is the camera. Now, as you guys know, it has a 13 megapixel camera. I know I'm not doing it justice by doing it like this, but look how good it looks. Now, one thing, I don't know, like I said, you guys can't see, maybe you can, but it looks kind of grainy. It really does, especially on the black. Now, if you're like just taking a picture of something, it looks really nice, but the background, for some reason, it does kind of make it grainy. One cool thing about it, sorry about that, is it does autofocus. So I love phones that you can autofocus. It just by itself autofocuses it. And another cool thing about this camera is you can go to pro mode. Look how nerdy this thing looks. Like, damn, son. You can change all the good stuff, the white, the autofocus, the quality of it. And like I said, it does record in 1080. So just go to auto, or you can go to fun. You can do panorama. HDR, you put some effects, multi-exposure, macro, smiley. So it has a lot of things. So the camera overall, I'd say it's really, really nice. Like I said, it does come out a little bit grainy, but that's just the background. But once you autofocus to like a spot, it just takes that away. But still, the background would look a little grainy. Let me just go ahead and try to focus on this box. Take a picture and see how it looks. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it definitely looks freaking grainy. Maybe that's, like I said, just the black areas. But overall, for a 13 megapixel camera, I don't expect it to be that grainy. And I'm not even like zoomed in. So the camera, I'd say, is decent or even okay, really. Let's go to the next subject. Games. So everybody wants to know about games because it has a big screen, 5.5 inches. So how, they'll be like, hey man, how are the games on this phone? I'd say they are really, really good. Like, really good. Like, this game, I would say, is more like a gaming phone, if anything. So if you're playing games, the picture quality of it just looks amazing on it, guys. Like, amazing. I was playing Temple Run. You know, the game has to move a lot and all that stuff. It just was really crisp and smooth. The graphics looked amazing. So there's no complaints from me on that part of the phone. Like I said, it has a 1.2 quad core processor. Snapdragon, so it had no trouble. I even downloaded a new game. It was like a Star Wars game, brand new, big. It was almost like a gig, and this game ran it like nothing. Like, it was like, get this bullshit out of here, man. I run it like nothing. So that's a really, really good thing. Like I said, games, when you're playing it, and as you can see, my brightness is set all the way to max. With that, it looks pretty good, but let's see, even half, it still looks good, guys. Texting was really cool, real nice. So without a problem. And another cool thing about this phone is on the bottom, see these buttons, they glow, and they glow blue. It's really, really cool. So when it's charging, like right now, it's charging. Glows kind of bluish when you turn off the screen. The internet browsing on this phone was really amazing. It didn't give me one bit of problem at all. Phone calls were crisp. Now we're going to another subject that people want for me to talk about. Basically, that was YouTube. Oh, and apart from this, let me go back to where I was talking about the camera. Okay, like I said, it's kind of grainy. And another thing, when you're taking video that I didn't mention earlier, is I was recording myself talking, and I sounded like I was, I don't know, under a freaking well. Like, my voice was echoey, and it just didn't, it sounded kind of muffled, to tell you the truth. And I wasn't holding the mic or anything, you know. I left it like that and was talking like I am talking to you right now. So I always hold my phones the same and all this good stuff. That's one thing. So if you're gonna video record yourself, just be aware about that. And then another thing is, for being such a big phone, it has a small little freaking speaker back here. Let me see if I can autofocus it. Okay, maybe not. Oh, there we go. There we go. So it has a tiny speaker, and when I was playing YouTube videos, again, the YouTube videos, for some reason, even at high brightness, didn't look so bright. Like I said, maybe it's just a color contrast, but even in 720, it looked a little grainy. But overall, it looks pretty good for the big size phone, guys. And for the price, it's only $180 on Boost Mobile. So, I mean, not really complaining. Now, if the thing was like $300, then yeah, I'd be complaining like the Boost Max. But for the price, I'd definitely say this over the Boost Max. Now, you might ask, how about this one in the stylo? I'd say, yeah, I don't know about that, homie. The stylo still, for me, would be better phone. So also, like I said, back to the YouTube thing, when I was playing YouTube videos, it did look a little bit dark, even after I maxed out the brightness. And it looks really good though. Like, for videos that are, like, you know, in the light, they look real nice, but videos that are kind of in the dark, like, you know, The Weekend Hills, it looked a little kind of grainy, not so bright. And then I tried it on my phone, and it was different. But yeah. One last thing on this phone, should you get it, I'd say for the price, yeah, it's decent enough, guys. Now, like I said, if it was like $200-300, I would say no, but for the price, yeah. But I'm not saying go ahead and go get it. Just watch my video and from this, tell me what you think. If it's good, it's good. But overall, yeah, the battery life. Oh, the battery life was really good on this phone. Like, good God, it lasts me all day playing games, no problem at all. It does take a bit of charge, but that's kind of expected for having such a big battery. It's gonna take longer to charge. And one last thing with the YouTube thing is when you're watching videos and you max out the volume, like I said, just because it has a tiny speaker, it kind of sounded distorted as well. I don't know, they should have made the speaker hole a little bit bigger, or the speaker just overall bigger. But that's about it. Overall, it's a good phone. It's okay, I'd say, even after I kind of dogged it a little. But yeah, guys, this was my review. I know it's kind of long. Hope you stay to the end, and who knows, I might do a giveaway on this phone just for you guys. So thank you. Please comment, rate, and do subscribe, and give me a nice little thumbs up. Give me some comments. I love replying back to you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being my loyal subscribers, and if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.